Opening day is behind us. Welcome to Inside the Show. Baseball is back in April. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Looking first at the NL East. Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting off in the National League East, the New York Mets totaled 13 hits as a Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, Henderson Alvarez got the win, his 6th so far this year, leading the Braves to a victory over the Nationals 4-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Chicago Cubs pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 1-0. The Philadelphia Phillies sent 3 balls into the seats as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 3-0. Manuel Margot was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, leading the Padres past the Marlins 16-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Pirates combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 7-1. The Yankees totaled 11 hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 6-2. Ian Kinsler had an outstanding 5 hits at the dish, helping lead the Angels over Detroit 16-8. The Indians smacked 15 team hits as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 11-5. They now have 6 straight victories. The A's held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they beat the visiting Rays 3-0. Doug Fister won his 4th game thus far, leading Texas to victory over the Mariners 4-3. The Boston Red Sox racked up 11 hits as a team as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 4-1. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long. The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Braves knocked out 12 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 5-4. In other Braves news, the club has made a trade in which they'll receive starting pitcher Luis Severino and catcher Austin Romine from the New York Yankees. And in return, they'll send starting pitcher Julio Teheran and 2 additional players. At the start of the day, the Braves sit in second place in the National League East division, while the Nationals are atop the division. The Mets knocked out 10 hits as a team as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 5-1. Entering the day's action, the Mets sit in fourth place in the National League East division, and the Cubs sit in first place in the National League Central division. The Miami Marlins picked up, 19 hits in this one as they got a road win against Arizona 11-2. As of right now, the Diamondbacks sit in fourth place in the National League West, while the Marlins sit in last place in the National League East. The Phillies earned the 3-game series sweep as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 2-0. It was their 5th straight victory. Heading into the day, the Giants sit in third place in the National League West Division, while the Phillies are in third place in the NL East. Michael Wacha got the W and now has 5 this year, helping the Cards pass the Buccos 3-0. He is currently among the NL leaders in earned run average. At the start of the day, the Cardinals sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division, while the Pirates are third in the division. The Dodgers put together 10 total hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 7-5. Entering the day's action, the Rockies are in second place in the NL West, while the Dodgers are atop the division. The Cincinnati Reds got an astounding 20 hits in total as they secured a win in extra innings over the Padres 10-9. In the standings, the Padres are in last place in the NL West, and the Reds sit in last place in the National League Central Division. The Orioles got 11 hits overall as they defeated the visiting Yankees 5-2. Heading into the day, the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division, while the Yankees are atop the division. Lorenzo Cain had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, as the Brewers got the best of the White Sox 14-0. He is currently leading the senior circuit in base hits. As of right now, the White Sox are in last place in the AL Central, and the Brewers are atop the NL Central. The Tigers finished It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Atlanta Braves pounded out 17 hits in this one as they beat the Cardinals on the road 10-5. As of today, the Cardinals sit in third place in the National League Central Division, and the Braves sit in third place in the National League East Division. The New York Mets pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 4-0. At the start of the day, the Marlins are in last place in the NL East, and the Mets are second in the division. The Philadelphia Phillies amassed 14 hits in the game.
From Horton, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Throw on by Espinosa takes care of him for the first out. And now here's the starting nine for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, look out for Josh Reddick. He's coming off a month where he had 30 runs batted in. That's 1 RBI a game. You always hear them say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, I think that applies to driving in runs, too.
Espinosa's up with it, in time to first, and there are 2 away. Coming forward now is the Braves' designated hitter, Tyler Flowers. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gives more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Michael Conforto. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. The 3-1 pitch. He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and the relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Wow, how quickly things can turn around in this game. He gets the first 2 outs of the inning, and he looked thinking that he'll get out of the inning without even breaking a sweat. But then a single and a double, and now he's stuck with runners on second and third.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally. Luis Severino will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. And Plesac, what do you got?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today, and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard. Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is deep down the line in right. It looks to have the distance, and it's fair. A home run.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it through early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Gary Sanchez becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. High and deep to right center. Back goes Reddick, still going back, and it's gone as they add still another.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already left him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And the next in is Johan Camargo. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's a .333 hitter.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ellsbury's after it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Stepping in is Josh Reddick, and as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Line toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. And there's out number 2. Into the box, Austin Romine, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Left side, Ruley has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Didi. Play ball. Digging in to try it again, Austin Romine. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-2. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Ellsbury is under it, makes the play, 1 away. So the batting order turns over now and set to go D. Gordon. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. Runner goes. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run.
Yeah, and it's always important to scratch that first run across when you're getting shut out. But now they're within 1 grand slam of tying it up. Might seem improbable, but hey, psychologically it matters.
Standing in now, Freddie Freeman. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs.
Play ball.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Gary Sanchez. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Up high in the air. Camargo is calling for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Judge is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. Digging in once again, Didi Gregorius. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Sanchez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that. Ready for another chance.
Ball 4.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Drury. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. Riding in once again, Danny Espinosa. He singled his last time. Breaking balls. Swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
And there are 2 away now. Brett Gardner will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Chad Green is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 57.
Ready for another shot now. Freddie Freeman, who went deep last time up.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that lap.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And this is taken in there by Ellsbury for the 1st out. Stepping in for the Braves, Michael Conforto. 1 run in and 1 gone so far in this inning. Now the 2-1. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone.
Play ball.
Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher. And a good pitch here, but this is taken for a ball as the count moves to 2-2 now on the Yankee catcher. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning. Giancarlo Stanton now. He was retired after popping out. his last at-bat. Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Giancarlo Stanton retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now. Here's Didi Gregorius. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Peter Moylan takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Peter Moylan.
6 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors for the Yankees to this point. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Brandon Drury will bat next. It was a walk in his last trip, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Yankees. Number 48, Tommy Kahnle.
Striding in, Danny Espinosa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect the third.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. The 1-2 misses for the 2nd ball. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage for the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, the ball flying out at near record pace.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Here's Brett Gardner.
Number 11, Brett Gardner. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Atlanta. Number 19, Tyler Clippard.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. And he is in there at 3rd as the possible go-ahead scorer. Bird, the runner at 3rd. Ellsbury at 2nd with 2 gone. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for the ball.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, Drew. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
In now, Giancarlo Stanton. Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. The next 3-2. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller. Here's big Aaron Judge.
Right fielder, number 99.
Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position. Now the 2-1 is in there for the 2nd strike. 8 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors for the Yankees to this point. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone. Striding forward now is the DH, Tyler Flowers. And he will not be seeing the usual suspect close this game out as he's been given the day off by his manager to get a little rest.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Sharp ground ball toward the hole. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in two places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Dylan Betances will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Long throw to the plate. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in the hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? The second for 1. Now at the plate, Josh Reddick. It's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. The 1-1 pitch. He's running. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. Belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
Hit on a line, and this one's into center field. That's a base hit. And the second run will score as well.
Dan, this had all the makings of going extra innings, but right.
Here's Didi Gregorius.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of close.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Reddick looks up. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. This has been a staggering display of power hitting. Into the box, Brendan Drury. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Next for New York, Greg Bird. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The next 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Digging in, Danny Espinoza. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. 1-2 now. Last chance for the Yankees. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. And it's a 10-9 final.